Hello, good morning. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Thursday, June the 13th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This could play out today. The message may or may not be for you. Just take what resonates, leave behind the rest. I always like to talk about my cosmic channeling before jumping in with the tarot. And so we still have the moon transiting through Virgo. And so today I feel with the opposition to Saturn and the square to Mercury, conflicts are likely. And so squares and oppositions are very harsh aspects. And we need to remember we're dealing with Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces energy, all very mutable archetypes that we are working with. And so I was shown the energy of the Sun card with the Death card along with the Fool and the Two of Swords. And so there is a big risky decision that is needing to be made, and I feel we are needing to have blind faith. And so the Sun and the Death card, Leo and Scorpio energy, the Fool with the Two of Swords, I feel that is Aries and Gemini energy coming through. And so underlying those energies was the King of Wands with the Ten of Cups, and that Tower and Star combination was showing up very loud again in my third eye this morning. And so these could be conflicts connected to the workplace or within any kind of relationship. It could be mother-daughter dynamic. It could be father-son dynamic. It could be siblings. It could be lovers. It could be work accomplices, I guess. But bottom line is these transits are bringing forward some very karmic energies, I feel. You might feel sad. You might feel a little bit bored, lonely, even borderline depressed. But if you're finding it difficult working through all of these emotions, I think really go within. I think these energies are highlighting where we are misunderstood within relationships and where we are underappreciated in relationships, so we can stop feeding our precious energy into connections that no longer feed into us. And so assess, reevaluate, write out all of this inner turmoil. Journaling is really beneficial when the moon is in Virgo. Explore creative, emotional outlets. Give me 1 second. I can hear my peanut upstairs. So if you find yourself in these feelings of overwhelm and over emotional, intellectual processes, it can be very difficult to reevaluate and reassess. And so that is why I'm such a big fan of going within, being that observer, quiet down and be that observer. And so the Sun and the Death card, very powerful symbol of collective transformation and a new beginning. But it's a painful shift that is underway, a major transformational shift. And so no matter how chaotic or challenging this shift is, it is going to lead the collective to a positive outcome. And so change at first never, ever feels good because it's outside of the box. And it can feel like torture to end a very difficult period when it comes to something that was maybe comfortable. But was it really comfortable? Because we're usually very discomforted in our states of comfort. And so we are on the dawning of a new day, collectively speaking. But we do have to let go of old patterns, old beliefs, old relationships in order to embrace this major life change. And so this could mean a career shift. This could mean a career promotion, a relationship ending, a relationship starting, more likely ending, or maybe a move to a new location. But we're in this gateway of transformation, and the energies are radiating this positive energy, I feel, downward. So unexpected change is happening. So embrace the unexpected changes. Be willing to say yes to any unexpected adventures, because there is something really amazing, I feel, that is about to occur in the Twin Flame Collective. But we do have to open up to the possibilities, to the opportunities. We do have to be willing to say yes. We also have the Sun conjunct Chiron today, and Mercury as well, forming a sextile to Chiron. Actually, pardon me, both sextile. So these energies are very complex, I feel, steeped in a lot of contemplation and changes. and a need to take a risk. And so the Fool and the Four of Cups oscillating between the Fool and the Four of Cups and the Fool and the Six of Cups, with these two energies channeling these cosmic energies. And so I feel this is a big message when it comes to the healing journey. The Fool and the Four of Cups, the Fool and the Six of Cups is this big energy of no more sitting around feeling sorry for yourself, because what's between the Four and the Six? We got the Five, and that's kind of self-pity. That's kind of martyrdom. That's being the victim. That's sitting in this wallowing state. So no more sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. Somebody out there needs to hear that. It really is time to take action. Even one tiny step in a new direction is really going to serve you. So, but you also have to be ready to grab the bull by the horns. That was a big message. Grab the bull by the horns. There's also this energy of there really is no taming a bull. And so I think this is like a bold collective alert to stop playing it safe. The universe is practically begging us as a collective to take chances, to see where following your intuition is going to lead you, because the journey is very magical, and you might be scared, and that's okay to be scared, but to override that fear and to take a risk is always rewarding on the other side. And so it's always scary to start a new path or to say yes to something that is a little bit risky, but that's also what makes the journey super exciting. And so it won't be easy. It's never going to be easy, but it's definitely going to be worth it. So let's jump in with some cards today. I think we are going to jump in with the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck. We're going to see if there's any more astrology messages that need to be combined with today's reading. Before doing that, I better timestamp this. So please feel free to hit that subscribe button, guys, if you have not done so already. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, share the video. It's just a nice, free, easy way to show me some love, support the channel, helps the channel grow, even just a little bit, right? A little bit of growth is better than no growth. But let's jump into it. So we are in a very climactic period with all of these transits, and these transits are bringing in a lot of truth. So Ace of Swords energy, a lot of thinking about connection, about partnership. They're showing me the Four of Wands and where to take action towards building that dignified, solid foundation, which always begins with self. So Aries energy coming through. So we can't also be overly logical, because then we would be in like a freeze state. And so somebody here, I feel, is almost like in a freeze state, in that fetal position. And I feel this is like the birthing position. This is the position of the almighty authentic truth. And when the truth comes crashing down, I remember when that truth came crashing down, I was in the fetal position, because the old me was dying away, and the old me no longer was going to be there on the other side. I came out the other side of this awakening process a completely different person with a completely different perspective and mindset. And so the truth, and I say it all the time, will set you free, but first it will shatter your illusions. And so somebody is really thinking long and hard, I feel, about maybe a belief surrounding twin flame union, twin flame partnership. Maybe there is a belief that is crashing down surrounding somebody that you thought was a twin soul mirror. And so usually we encounter what I call like a catalyst experience that mirrors a twin flame connection, but it's there to trigger all of the shadowy aspects. And so there might be competition here. I feel very strong masculine energy. Somebody here is ready to just go full steam ahead. Could be an Aries. But there is an energy connected to some type of death, rebirth, and then we get Taurus. So we get the masculine principle and we get the feminine principle, because that would be representative of Venus. And so there is still something connected to that Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node that we went through. I realize we are in the Aries North Node. So you think back to like the last 2 years or so, 2.5 years, when we went through that Taurus North Node and the South Node was in Scorpio, it was all about cultivating our truth, our values. And so we need to take action towards that truth, towards those values. We have to take charge of our life. We do have to grab life and grab the bull by the horns and take action towards our dreams. And so we can't spend all of our time with our head up in the clouds. And so, yeah, a lot of people say your thoughts manifest your reality. Absolutely. Your thought processes manifest your reality. The thought processes that you ground in your day-to-day reality with the actions that you take manifest your reality, along with your dignified emotions. And so what you think will create your reality, but you also have to take dignified action to cultivate those foundations and those collaborations. So right now, I think there's a lot of truth coming down connected to the pathway to manifesting more abundance. And we did just have Jupiter enter into Gemini. And I know I talk about this a lot, but this is an opportunity to act, to take action, to communicate a vision, a new vision. And so any major Gemini placements will conjunct this Jupiter throughout this transit over the next year at a certain point in time. And so a major opportunity to reap rewards for creative efforts, but it does require creative action. So King of Wands energy. So we could have a King of Wands bottoming out in some truth. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. 11:13 on the timer. That's significant. I feel connected to life path energy. We're going to get 3 of these cards out. We're going to see what else needs to come through for the collective today. What do we got coming through? Virgo. That is so interesting. The moon is in Virgo. So I think the moon in Virgo is bringing in this truth that needs to be digested about reaping rewards, reaping a harvest. Virgo is the sign of service. They're showing me the Lovers card along with the 6 of Swords. And so there is a big decision needing to be made. And we've been really stressing my guides lately with me about the difference between the Lovers and the Devil card. And I've talked about that a lot recently on the channel. And so there is a decision that needs to be made. There's that 4 of Cups energy I was feeling. And so the 6th house is about your day-to-day sustainability. The 6th house is connected to your health, your career, your day-to-day life, your day-to-day habits. So go and have a look at your 6th house. I could be talking to a 6th house Virgo. And if that's the case, the 12th house would be in Pisces. And so the 12th house in Pisces is the end-all be-all, is the way I see it, because this is the house of undoing. This is the house of spirituality. This is the house of karma. This is the house that knows no bounds. And so you cannot swim in a sea of Pisces and ocean if you are 12th house Pisces. You have to put in the legwork day to day if you are a Virgo 6th house to sustain that grounded effort. And so to maintain not sitting in that 4 of Cups. So somebody here has really gone within. I feel maybe after a spiritual awakening. I always feel the activation happens like in the 12th house, like boom, there's your mission. And so there is a need to quiet the mind and to go within. What else do we got here? And we get 3rd house communication. There is communication coming connected to a new beginning in love. Ace of Cups. And so get ready to receive communication. Somebody here is embracing some massive changes. Maybe the change took place when the moon transited through Leo. That's interesting. The moon closed out in Leo last night, and I know there was a big decision that I had to make. Exciting, scary decision, and I'm not sharing any information about it just yet. When the time comes, the time comes. But somebody here is shining a light on maybe a situation. When it comes to a home situation, a flame has been lit here, and maybe it's a Taurus shining a light, but we do have somebody here that I feel is expanding, that maybe is a teacher of expansion, but somebody here has been stricken in the heart when it comes to an Ace of Cups situation, and I do feel there's no going back. That's what I just heard. There's no going back. And so the Hierophant energy too. There's a major shift in beliefs, I think, connected to a twin soul belief. And somebody here is really evaluating what is sustainable. So there could be divine communication coming in. Pay attention to your 3rd house, your 6th house, especially if either of those have Virgo energy attached, and Leo. Leo is also very prominent. Let's go in a little bit further here, guys, with the Angel Tarot cards. This is feeling very intense. So let's jump in with this deck and see. 9 of Fire. There's that wounded healer. So don't give up. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. So don't give up. We got a wounded healer here, and the moon cycles are definitely affecting somebody when it comes to receiving some psychic insights. And there is somebody here scared, expecting the worst. Maybe when it comes to bringing an offer towards a Queen of Coins. We could also have a feminine here expecting the worst when it comes to financial security. But try a sensible approach. Try a different approach. Don't worry about money. There might be some challenges surrounding money or financial matters. But I just feel do not expect the worst, because that will just create sleepless nights. There are insights coming down, being downloaded. There is something going on behind the scenes here with the King of Wands, maybe with prominent Leo. And so, yeah, let's get 9 cards out and let's see what's going on. The Nine of Wands and the Dreamer. There is that Fool energy that I channeled. And so there is a brand new beginning here. But remember, I talked about taking that leap of faith. If you don't take a risk, there usually isn't a reward, and you'll always stay stuck in that comfort zone, which actually becomes debilitating and discomforting after time. And so in order to follow your dreams, you have to take a leap of faith. So there might be an unexpected opportunity here for a new partnership, for travel. Let's see where this reading's going to go. But we definitely have a wounded healer here coming through. And so maybe it's time to pave a new path. Maybe you've learned all you can out of that situation that has left you wounded, and maybe that situation involved unrequited love with the Knight of Cups in reverse. So the Knight of Cups in reversed is a love bomber, right? This is somebody that does not reciprocate. This is somebody that comes in and love bombs you with future faking, words of love, projecting all kinds of future fantasies, but really doesn't have what it takes to create emotional balance. So I do feel there is something that is being broken free from. I'm hearing social injustice again today. So let's get into it. There's the Sun, but it's coming out in reversed. So we get the Sun in reversed. We get the Eight of Cups. So a recognition of what needs to be walked away from, because there's just no happy outcome here is what I'm seeing. So we get the Page of Fire. And so walking away from a situation where there's a lack of meaning, there's a lack of emotional growth, there's a lack of spiritual growth, and going towards a new exciting endeavor, a new exciting project. Be confident. Be confident. So we get the Release card in reversed, below the Sun in reverse, which is the Death card, and I channeled that death energy. We get the Three of Fire in reversed. Do not cling to something that is meant to leave your life, because it will block a blessing that is trying to come in. So do not cling to something. I also feel somebody here is releasing a situation where there's a lack of growth, and they immediately come back to life. So there's a release or the ending of a phase, which is bringing somebody back to life. And so there is a very difficult spiritual transformation here. And I do feel somebody has really had a difficult time choosing to move on. Yeah, I flipped it on the bottom. We get the Ten of Air on the bottom and the King of Cups. But we definitely have a masculine energy here that is just not emotionally invested in this situation. I don't know if somebody's walking away from this masculine or if the masculine is walking away. But I do feel there is a very difficult ending here. A very long, drawn out, difficult ending here, and there is a need to be willing to embrace change. Like change. The worst has already happened, and and so there's a need to recover and to trust that you're going to be better off after this change, because there's going to be an inflow of abundance. Once you take this risk, there could be the promising of a new business venture or business travel. There's an important contract here going to be played out that will lead to a lot of abundance here. So the Ace does lead to the 10. And so there could be a windfall of abundance. There could be an unexpected receiving of abundance. The Three of Fire in reverse could be like a windfall, like boom, like an abundance of money. Things might be looking up really, really good unexpectedly, but you got to be willing to put in the work to get out of a situation that isn't worth your time anymore. Is it worth competing? And so you got to release a bothersome, conflicting situation if you want this inflow of abundance. But I do think you're also going to have to put in the work. And so there might be some type of financial win or financial inheritance. You might come into some money here that will allow you to invest in your skills to manifest more rewards, more financial stability, but you got to leave a conflicting situation behind. And I think somebody has really thought long and hard about this. So we get the 10 of air in reversed. We get the King of water in reversed. We get the Knight of air in reversed. Oh my God. And there is that King of wands. We do have a masculine, I feel, stepping up, taking action. There is definitely something going on behind the scenes connected to a leap of faith and a new beginning here. So we do have a very motivational, charismatic, ambitious, I'm going to say visionary leader that is refocusing. Maybe they've been in a loveless situation. Maybe they in the past were somebody that lacked compassion or were untrustworthy. And I do think there's like a major event happening in this person's life, which is shifting a mindset. So I do feel a major mindset shift. There could be very challenging communication. And I do think something is happening behind the scenes. So I don't know if you're connected to this King of Fire. It could be a water sign. It could be an air sign. It could be a fire sign. It really could be anybody. But I feel like there is like something going on behind the scenes. And there is a lot of important messages coming in connected to twin soul contracts in these energies. And so I just want to say joy, abundance. Yes, yes, yes. There is a divine masculine releasing a burden that has been out of balance. And this release, look at, then we get the 10 of wands leads to the ace, is going to lead to wish come true. So there is a rebalancing going on here. There is somebody heading towards enlightenment, headed towards restructuring their life. I feel spiritual leadership. Something has held this masculine back, whether it be fear or a third party. And there is going to be a fair and just decision made here. And so somebody here is getting ready to stand up for what they believe in with the 7 of wands. They're getting ready to stand up for what is right. They are all done wallowing in self-pity. They are about to choose to fight for something here. Maybe they receive some poor advice, but they are going towards somebody that I feel is very creative, maybe already publicly communicating. They are going straight towards an empress. Oh my God, yes they are. They're going straight towards a counterpart. So I think somebody spent a lot of time in meditation, going through self-discovery, preparing to come forward. I feel 2 people coming into union, and they will be teaching spiritually about something or lavishing in abundance. There is an empress here about to give birth to her dreams. If you resonate as a divine feminine, I do feel it is time to really nurture yourself. Spend time within. I do feel we are leaving these cycles of lack behind. We got to leave behind everything that didn't turn out the way that we hoped. Sometimes things just don't turn out. Sometimes people just don't stay, and that's just life. And we got to move on, and we got to get grounded, and we got to see the positive in all of the negative situations, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel when we stop crying over wasted time, crying over spilt milk. And so there is a new emotional opportunity here, and somebody is at the crossroads needing to make a decision. With the Page of Cups, we get the 2 of Wands, and then we get the 6 of Cups connected to some type of reunion. So somebody here, I feel, a King of Cups is just swimming in a sea of memories. There's like a lot of history here with somebody, whether you have children with them or somebody from childhood or a past life connection. There's a lot of romanticizing about somebody from the past. I think you already know this person, and there is an emotional storm brewing, but this relationship is beginning a brand new collective phase. I feel there's a lot of heightened abilities coming through, and there is a new person or a past person coming in like they're brand new. So there is a decision being made, and this is about unity consciousness. So you might have to go head to head with somebody, because somebody here is unwilling to budge. And I do feel there's been an unwise choice, and there's a need to release that unwise choice where there is a lack of unity when it comes to a false twin flame union. And this was probably a very significant life experience, life event, but it was there to bring in a significant change and powerful revelations. It was there to teach you how to spread your wings. It was temporary, so you can't keep pretending there's not a problem. It's time to review everybody's motives right now that you are connected with and learn what you can from this situation and get out of Dodge, okay? Because I do feel there is something new here, and so I do feel spiritual partnership coming together that might not have traditional viewpoints when it comes to the collective consciousness, coming here to reshape the collective consciousness. So what are we going to get for a closing message today? Very beautiful reading today. Let's get a closing message. We get Lemurian quartz. So you could resonate as a Lemurian starseed or from being from Lemuria. But there is something being identified, I feel, when it comes to some truth. Somebody here definitely needs a vacation from their thoughts. So try to escape the mind. Try not to overthink, because there are DNA codes being rewritten. There is a connection here that has activated the rewriting of your crystalline DNA. And so I do feel somebody is coming in. I just heard rainbow blessings. There is some very conducive spiritual energy here, awakening a divine masculine in order for him to deepen his intuition. So truth energy. I think somebody here is not at their best and they need to stop overthinking things. There is a big decision being made. Somebody is 99% finished with a karmic cycle, but they can't get their head around this last 1%. So stop overthinking. I do feel this is connected to an abandonment wound. And so that's the final solution here, is solving an abandonment wound, because it's from a much deeper place than this karmic experience. Bottom of the deck, Chrysocolla. This is about learning to mother yourself and nurture yourself. There is somebody here in some type of entanglement that keeps propagating fear. And we've got two choices. We got fear, we got love. So somebody here, I feel, was made to feel small, was made to feel maybe really vulnerable. And maybe somebody here was looking for a mommy. But I do feel there is going to be some communication coming. It's going to clear up any confusion. So get ready. Somebody's powering up their vitals. They're dragging themselves up out of a hole that they've dug. They're going to face this karma. They're feeling themselves very emotionally. They're totally bled dry. And I do think they're done with their karmic cycle. So there's somebody here, I feel like it's just like at the surface of the blood of Christ. So like a coming to Jesus moment. Maybe a Capricorn. I don't know. But I do feel somebody here is coming in with some truth. Get ready for some truth. And that's kind of what I got, guys. So I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check out the description box below. Also, if you would like to become a channel member, I do go live every Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and we just grow, we learn, we either do card pulls or we do chats on how to master certain parts of your birth chart. It is a place of growth. It is a place of expansion. It's a place that is safe for us all to connect together. So if you'd like to join the tribe over on the membership side, I'd love to see you over there. There is a join link down below. I hope you all have a great day, everybody, and I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.